All right, now we're going to start the guided practice portion. You are going to be doing more of the writing yourself, so pay attention as you're listening and make sure you have everything out and ready. We are on page 4. Bob begins to tell Min Lee the story of Fruitless Mountain. Why the place where they live, no food can grow there, and why it's dull and brown and there are no animals. He's explaining why this happened through a story. And again, we are looking for CSPS. Once, when there were no rivers on the earth, and Jade Dragon was in charge of the clouds, she decided when and where the clouds would rain upon the land and when they would stop. She was very proud of her power and the reverence of the people of earth paid her. Jade Dragon had 4 dragon children, Pearl, Yellow, Long, and Black. They were large and strong and good and kind. They helped Jade Dragon with her work. Whenever they flew in the sky, she was overwhelmed with love and pride. We'll stop right there. So we know the setting, it takes place somewhere on earth where there are no rivers. So we would silently write that down in box 2. The setting takes place somewhere on earth where there are no rivers. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the quote. And we can write down this first sentence for our quote that tells us how we know. Once, when there were no rivers on earth, the Jade Dragon was in charge of the clouds. You would silently write that down in the second part of box 2. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready to keep reading. We also know about the character. Her name is Jade Dragon. She's in charge of the clouds, and she has 4 children, Pearl, Yellow, Long, and Black. So we would combine that and write it down in box 1. Jade Dragon has 4 children, Pearl, Yellow, Long, and Black, and she is in charge of the clouds. Press pause to silently write down your answer and play when you are ready for the quote. And you would write down one of these quotes to support your answer. Press pause to silently write down a quote, letting you know who Jade Dragon is. However, one day, Jade Dragon ended the rain and moved the clouds away from the land. She overheard some villagers' conversation. And we would turn the page. You should be turning with me. "Ah, thank goodness the rain is gone," the old man said. "Yes," another said. "I'm so tired of the rain. I'm glad the clouds are gone and the sun is finally shining." These words filled Jade Dragon with anger. Tired of the rain? Glad the clouds were gone? Sorry. Here we go. Tired of the rain, glad the clouds were gone? Jade Dragon was indignant. How dare the villagers dishonor her that way? Jade Dragon was so offended that she decided she would never let it rain again. The people can enjoy the sun forever, Jade Dragon thought resentfully. All right, so the problem in our story, we have 2 problems. So you would need to leave room in your box. The first problem is that Jade Dragon is upset that the people do not like the rain. Jade Dragon is upset that the people do not like the rain. You can write that down in this first part, and we'll write the second problem down in the second group of lines. And I can change that for you on here so it doesn't confuse you. All right, let's keep reading. Of course, that meant despair for the people on earth. As the sun beat overhead and the rain never came, drought and famine spread over the land. Animals and trees withered and died, and the people begged for rain, but Jade Dragon ignored them. All right, so the people also have a problem. Because it is not raining, drought and famine are over the land, and animals and people are dying. Silently write down the problem in the second part of box 3. Because there is no rain, animals, plants, and people are dying. When you're ready, press play so that we can keep reading. But their suffering did not go unnoticed by Jade Dragon's children. They were horrified at the anguish and misery on earth. One by one, they went to their mother and pleaded forgiveness for the humans. So they are trying to solve the problem, which is why it's underlined. It has an S out beside it, but they haven't yet. But even their words did not soften their mother's cold heart. We will never make it rain for the people again, Jade Dragon vowed. Pearl, Yellow, Long, and Black met in secret. Top of the next page. We must do something to help the people, Black said. If they do not get water soon, they will all die. Yes, Yellow said, but what can we do? We cannot make it rain. We cannot dishonor Mother with disobedience. Long looked down at the earth. I will sacrifice myself for the people of earth, he said. I will lie on the land and transform myself into water for them to drink. The others looked at him in astonishment, but one by one they nodded. Yes, I will do the same, Yellow said. As will we, Pearl and Black said. So Jade Dragon's children went down to earth and turned themselves into water, saving the people on the land. So that's the first part of our solution. Jade Dragon's children went down to earth and turned themselves into water to save the people. Silently write that down in the first part of number 4. Let's keep reading. They became the 4 great rivers of the land, stopping the drought and death of all those on earth. But Jade Dragon saw that what her children had done. She cursed herself for her pride. No longer would her dragon children fly in the air with her or call her mother. Her heart broke in grief and sadness. She fell from the sky and turned herself into the Jade River, in hopes that she could somehow be reunited with her children. All right, so our second solution is that Jade Dragon became sad that she lost her children, so she turned herself into the Jade River. Silently write down the second solution in the second part of box 4. When you are ready, turn the page so that you can start the paragraph. What are the characters like in the novel, and how do you know? And so to answer this question, you can go back to your guided practice, and you can talk about Jade Dragon and her children and tell us what kind of people they are.